Chicago. And we are back again this time on a fantastic sucker-free Friday. What about you? It is a fantastic Friday. As you can see, the sun is absolutely shining, and it will help you shine too if you get a hold of some of those sun rays and essentials that it gives to you. Let out some of that energy. Remove that negative energy and move to a higher vibration. And when you move to a higher vibration, you'll notice that your conscience change. You'll notice that your decisions are different. You'll notice that you will remove yourself from around certain people. Because at that point, you will have a low tolerance for nonsense. Keep that in mind, okay? But we're in a big window, you all, and there are a lot of things to do out here this weekend in Chicago. One would be the Chicago Hot Dog Fest, which is going on right now in Portage Park, and Edgewater. You have indoor performances and outdoor performances as well. Only comes once a year, and I tell you, if you've never had a Chicago hot dog, you don't know what you're missing. It is better than New York's Nathan any day. I'm just saying. Hey, not only do we have the Chicago Hot Dog Fest, you have West Town Do It, Division Street style, where you have local bands, entertainment, you have food vendors, trucks, and family events that will take place also this weekend right here in Chicago. Lincoln Park got something going on with the German culture. And in Lakeview, what's happening in Lakeview? Anyway, get on over there. Oh, they got bands, live music, live performances. Yes, in Lakeview too, there's a lot of things to do in Chicago. But be aware. And the reason to be aware, because despite you having fun, keep in mind that there's a lot of danger around you, okay? A lot of danger around you in the city of Chicago. So be careful. You never know what may happen, who may sneak up behind you, and you never know when it might be your turn to be called somewhere that you don't want to go. I'm just saying, so be careful out there, okay? Oh, and by the way, for all of my Chicago people out there, or people who are all over the U.S., and you all may have problems with mice in your house, your apartment, your condo, wherever you may be. If you want to get rid of mice, you really don't have to call a pest control immediately. Hey, what's going on in the chat room? I want to thank you out there for being here to see what we have to say, because you could have been somewhere else with someone else doing something else, but you decided to stop by to see what we had to say. So we want to say thank you, okay? But getting back to these rats. Now, if you want to deter rats, you can use bleach. Yes, bleach, ammonia, cinnamon, which will deter rats, even peppermint oil. Actual facts, fact check it if you like, but it is absolutely true. That will help you with your mice for a while until you get other things under control. But you won't see them as soon as you start laying that down. Hopefully you don't have any children that may, get into the bleach or the ammonia, or the peppermint oil. Now that you may have to be careful with, be cautious about. But that will most definitely take care of your rodent problem for a minute. Put that under your hat, okay? Another thing you may want to put under your hat is how Nathaniel Guerrara, 19-year-old, shot and killed by Chicago police. According to the reports now, Nathaniel was in a yard, a friend's yard, over here right off of the 4300 block of North Avenue, which is right off of Keeler and North Avenue. Between, yeah, you know, like 4 blocks away from, yeah, between Carson and Pulaski, 4 blocks away from Pulaski. So anyway, on Keeler Street, now, the parents disagreed with what the police said the father did, because he said he saw it all from the balcony. But the police, however, said that they approached Nathaniel in the alley when they said that he was in the yard, but they approached him in the alley and he ran. Now, they say that he shot the police in the leg, but there was no gun recovered from the scene. They even say that the police was treated at Stroger's Hospital, but he, Nathaniel Feherating, Farahing, F-E-J-E-R-A-N-G. Yeah, you understand how to pronounce that name? That's who his name is, okay? Needless to say, the police shot and killed that young man, and the family wants justice. There was no gun found at the scene, according to the report. How does that sound to you? That sounds strange, but the police is shot in the leg. Now, you know what kind of police we're dealing with today. I don't know how it went because I wasn't there. I'm only giving you the information that I got. But sadly, the young man was shot and killed. And at the age of 16, Nathaniel was also shot. But his father can't get over the fact that he's gone right now. Had the man stripped all the way down with his pants down to the ankles on the ground, with his hands up, laying on the ground, looking like an angel. I can't move this arm too much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So y'all got to forgive me. I'm having some pain over here, okay? So I can't actually raise that arm up to show you how the man had his hands up in the air, but he laying on the ground, you know, like an angel. You know, like when you're making a snow angel with your hands up, but with his pants down to his ankles. Whew. How does that happen? How does that happen? But needless to say, the family want answers. Mayor Brandon Johnson, I'm sure that COPA is going to be all over this. We'll just see the outcome of it. Because right now, that's all we know, okay? And in Hickory Hills on 95th and Roadside, you had an armed robber who had a shootout with the Hickory Hills police at a Speedway gas station. And as the shootout continued, the suspect ran, shooting at the police. But soon later, the suspect was found running through an alley with a hole in his head, dead. Drop dead from being shot in the head. Hey, you out here committing all of these armed robberies, carjackings, robbings, raping, stabbing. Expect something bad to happen to you. Expect something bad to happen to you. Besides, we can understand if you do one armed robbery, you get away with it, or if you get caught and you don't do it no more. We understand all of that. But if you continuously wake up and do it every single day, over and over again, do you wake up in the morning thinking about who you're going to shoot? Do you wake up in the morning thinking about whose electricity you're going to cut off? Who you going to jack? Will it be a male or a female? Will it be an old lady or an old man? It's crazy out here in the streets of Chicago. Just like right on the west side over here on Springfield and Madison. Drive-by shooting leaves a 33-year-old man dead. This happened at 10 o'clock this morning. 10 o'clock this morning, broad daylight. Vehicle rise up, shoots and kills the 33-year-old man. But another victim was also shot as well, and that was a woman. And she was shot in the back of the neck. Luckily, she survived. You know they took that man to Mount Sinai where he died at. You know they took that man to Mount Sinai where he died at. And that's a shame that we have to live this way. That's a shame that people nowadays don't have any conflict resolution skills. It's sad. But it seems to me that Donald Trump is resolving a lot of things. Resolving people getting out of jail. He has been on a roll this week, you know what I mean? He has commuted Larry Hoover's sentence, pardoned NBA YoungBoy, pardoned Todd and Julie Chrisley, pardoned another politician, and another person. Hell, Donald Trump even says that he's looking into pardoning P. Diddy if convicted. Now, Suge Knight put us up on that. What's up, Suge? Suge Knight said that Donald Trump just may pardon Diddy if Diddy is convicted. What do you think? Do you think that Donald Trump would do that, since that he's did that for many others? But you have to ask yourself why. What's the reason that Donald Trump is pardoning known repeat violent offenders? Huh? Yeah, why is that? Could it be that Donald Trump is pardoning these people and have commuted Larry Hoover's sentence, but he's not done because he's got to deal with Governor Pritzker, and Governor Pritzker may want him in the Illinois correctional system again, which, if he does that, it's a great possibility that Larry Hoover may take over and the guards won't be in control anymore. Not if Larry Hoover gets back into the state of Illinois Department of Correction staying. Now, he could write a pardon and agree with Trump and just let the man go and let the prisons go and do his thing, you know. He's 74 years old. He's 74 years old. And these murders that he was convicted of, he never even shot the gun. He never even shot the gun. That's what that RICO Act do for you, man. It ain't no joke. That's what that RICO Act would do for you. It's no joke. But speaking about all of these gun plays from police and armed robbers, okay, and other people who jack people all day, every day, let me tell you something. The Illinois House just passed a Clean Slate Act. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you have a non-violent offense and you are convicted of that offense and you have not been in trouble for 3 years after that conviction, you've done your time or whatever, your record will be sealed. Now, this has to go through Illinois Senate, but it passed through the House, which opens up doors for many people who have non-violent felony cases. Because as we know, felonies close doors for a lot of people who finished careers or couldn't get their career off the ground because of these felonies. But there's a way out for that. But it has to be a non-violent felony, okay? And you have to be on good standings 3 years after the conviction took place, okay? So think about that. And another thing that I wanted to tell you that's going on right here in the state of Illinois. Gun owners in the state of Illinois can be charged up to $10,000 in fines if their gun is stolen and used in a crime. Yeah, so while y'all out there partying over this weekend, like we did last weekend for Memorial Day, and we got the summer coming up, you all better think about the new laws that are coming out in the state of Illinois. And if you are a non-violent offender, even if you have, no, can't say felony, but it has to be, non-violent felony, you too can still get your FOID card. Some people call them PERT cards, but they're gun cards, gun license that you can still get in the state of Illinois. That has already passed the House and the Senate. But the Clean Slate Act has only passed in the House in Illinois. It hasn't passed the Senate yet. So, you all think about that. Maybe your life will change under this Clean Slate Act. Maybe some people will finally get it together, because sometimes people make mistakes out of circumstances. We've all been through that. We've all been through that. Especially if you are in a high-tense situation or a high-tense circumstance. And sometimes you have to make some bad decisions. And those bad decisions could cost you. But if you're out there just selling drugs, they find some cocaine on you, some rocks. I don't know about the heroin, I don't know if they still consider that an attempted murder or not, Yeah. It's crazy out here in the windy city of Chicago. But I tell you, I want you to have a great, fantastic weekend out there. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the festivities. I can't wait to the Jazz and Blues Fest that's coming up. No, I will not be at the lakefront on the 4th of July. No, I won't. Because somebody's going to get shot at the Taste. I'm just saying. Somebody is going to get shot at the Taste of Chicago, if not dead. So that large crowd, I won't be around. Not me. I like to live. And some people are tired of living. Like all of these people that are committing these heinous crimes continuously, every single day. Wake up, eat a bowl of cereal with a gun on the table. They cleaning it, putting bullets up in the chamber, thinking about their next victim, of how they're gonna jack them. Those type of people, I try to stay away from. And you should too, because it just may save your life. That's all we're saying, you all. So enjoy your weekend. We got some work to do. Check out my channel tonight, THEMOSHOW Classics. Yeah, the old school. We got more things going on that channel tonight. We're working on that as soon as we get off this live. And we got some more stuff coming up on More Powers for you this weekend. Promise. I'm turning it up a notch too right now. Not just for a week. Oh, we're going to do this for a minute. Sometimes you have to organize things. Sometimes you have to reset things. Sometimes you have a setback to come back. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But anyway, you all, I want to thank you for being here. And if on your way out the door, if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION. And by all means, go over and check out Mo Powers, MOPOWERZ. Yes, and check out those audiobook series. So if you don't like to read or have a hard time reading, the hard work is already done for you. The only thing you have to do is go over there and listen. Have an open mind and get some more meat on your head with those audiobook series entitled Stolen Legacy, Black Man of the Nile and His Family, The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, The Demonology of King James, As a Man Thinketh, From Babylon to Timbuktu, The Message to the Black Man of America, The Fall of America, The Destruction of Black Civilization, The Miseducation of the Negro, and the world's 16 crucified saviors. And if you are into traveling, you can go over to that channel as well, and you can see the likes of the Mopop Museum in Seattle, Washington. You can see the National Civil Rights Museum that we had a chance to go down to when we were in Memphis. You have things that we did in Philadelphia, like go to the Crack Bell, like We the People. They have an auditorium there as well that you can go to. We went to George Washington House where he had slaves underground, chained and everything. And on top of where it is right now, it's a lot of great information that you can find there in the city of Philadelphia. Not only did we do Philadelphia, we did DC. So you'll see me at the White House. You'll see me at the Jefferson Memorial. You'll see me at the Lincoln Memorial. You'll see me at the MLK Memorial. A lot of things going down over there. And the Black Holocaust Museum that's in Milwaukee. And so forth and so forth. Churchill down. Yeah, we got that. In Kentucky, Louisville, we did all of that. And the what? Basketball Hall of Fame that we did in Springfield, Massachusetts. Now the Football Hall of Fame is on this channel, but the Basketball Hall of Fame is on MOPOWERZ. We travel from York, Maine, all over the map, all the way back to California, down to Dallas, Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. Hell, we even went to the Dallas Cowboys football stadium. Check me out in Arlington on that channel, MOPOWERZ. A lot of places that we've been that we want you to get to see. Even Red Rock Canyon in Arizona. Yeah, I went hiking in that place. I love to hike. Okay? And if you are into Chicago, anything, Chicago old school, hip hop, R&B, spoken word, Chicago street clips, go over to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space here on YOUTUBE, and find the likes of Diane Corder, Dion Cole, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Shari, Daryl Banks, Snoop, Twista, Crucial Conflict, Shauna, Mano, The Nomads, Mecca, Cadre Entertainment, hell, Official Business, Affiliated Fellas. We got a whole lot of people over there. So get yourself over there if you are into Chicago old school entertainment. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space here on YOUTUBE. Thanks for viewing, you all. We'll see you in a couple of hours. Stay tuned. Get your popcorn, lemonade, grape juice. Sit back and enjoy. Peace out, you all. And by all means, thanks for viewing, and never give up on your DREAMS. That's my time.